On a mission, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Don't know what your position is.
Welcome to the On a Mission podcast, episode 9. You know, on this podcast, we may talk a little sports. We give you some media, entertainment. We talk business. You know what I'm saying? But the real question is, what is your mission? What are you determined to do? What is your purpose? I'm your host, Jay Ali, and I got my big homie, KG, with me. What's poppin', KG?
What's happening? What up? What up?
Man, let's jump right into this, man. How was your week?
Everything was cool, man. I can't complain. Been in the gym with my brother. My brother been training me, and that I don't want to curse. Not in the beginning of the podcast because of the YouTube, agreements or whatever. But he crazy, man. He been on me tough, and that's what I need. And I'm sore right now, but it's all gonna pay off in the end. But
Well, I'm happy you in there, bro.
it's been a good week, man. Just, I don't know. Nothing really stood out, but I can't
It was a
complain.
lot going on. It was a lot going on. First thing I want to talk about is brother O.J. Simpson. Stay out the media, man. Just chill, enjoy your pension. I know we just said this before, but O.J. decided that he wanted to speak on the Murdoch case. I don't know if it was a documentary they had on Netflix about this man
Yeah.
who, he ended up killing his, allegedly, he just got convicted of killing his wife and son.
Convicted
Yeah,
and sentenced.
Convicted and sentenced. Alec Murdoch. So,
Now, the story behind that. Now, I did not see the Netflix series. I am going to see it because a lot of people been telling me that it's good or whatever. So I'm gonna check it out. But the story behind their family is, for years and years, it's like a rich, powerful family that I don't know if they deal
South Carolina. So, yeah, I saw the doc. So,
do they deal in politics or law enforcement or something? Or
I don't know what it didn't really go into detail what the family did. No, it was a generational from the great-great-grandfather. I think they did dabble in politics and stuff because they are the type of family that can make people disappear, is what they were saying on
and
the
they
doc.
made quite a few people disappear, and nobody did nothing about it till now.
And rest in peace to those people who lost their lives, man. That's sad. The girl on the boat,
definitely.
the son, the guy who got killed in the street. It was just a lot going on with that family. But, yeah, he got convicted. And I know you're going to watch it. I don't want to spoil it for you. So
No, go ahead.
he even faked, like, he shot himself in the head so he could, like, get rid of some guy that he was paying off. And, their nanny ended up dying. Like, it was just a whole lot about that situation. And
From what I've been seeing and hearing, his story remind me of kind of like Donald Trump. Like, this dude was like powerful. He was a compulsive liar, and he just got out of control because it's true that there's two different legal systems in America. Definitely, we've seen that these past this decade. That, like, there's a legal system for the rich where they just get a little smack on the hand, even if they do something egregious as murder. And then there's this legal system for all the rest of us regular folk where we get punished, like if we cheat on our taxes or,
it's favorable to the privilege.
Yeah, but every now and then, those dudes, they get out of control. They break a little, like, too many laws, and then it's like starting to kind of like bring attention to the fact that, hey, there's two legal systems. Like, these dudes ain't getting punished, so every now and then they got to sacrifice one. So I think, like, Murdoch took one for the team. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, shoot, he ain't the only one. It's been countless ones. Like, it was just how he tried to cover everything up, I think. But the reason I brought that up, OJ was talking about it. He was speaking about it, and he was just saying that, he was just basically talking about the case. He's like, yeah, a buddy of mine was talking about if the jury takes too long, he could be convicted. And it's like, OJ, anything with murder or anything that's going on, please stay out the way.
Hey, OJ a wild boy, man. He just on camera talking about murder cases and stuff. Like, he really didn't kill them people.
I don't think OJ killed the people. We had this debate. It's another podcast. We're not even going to go into that right now. But I just want to say, OJ, you got to stay out the way, bro. OJ got to get out the way.
OJ.
Like, just
OJ,
don't even comment on it.
It's shocking to see him comment on murder cases.
Yes, it is. for real.
Casually too. Like
For
there's
real.
nothing
Like, he
wrong
just-
with it.
You
He
know,
a wild boy.
we may have an on the mission debate show later on at some point, but right now I don't want to.
Either way it go, OJ got to get out the way.
Either whatever you believe, OJ got to get out the way is a fact.
Man, when you beat a murder case, you got to get out the way.
But like you said earlier when we was talking, you said there's no double jeopardy. I don't care. Get out the way.
They'll get you for something.
Just like you went and got that stuff. But that's a whole nother podcast. We not even going to talk about that right now. What I do want to jump right into is the Gen Z era.
Team Gen Z.
You know, Team Gen Z has made a couple appearances on this podcast, but I want to talk about my boy Ja Morant. What's going on, man? Like, what's
Ja
happening?
Morant is wildin'. This dude done had like 4 different like mix-ups in a span of a month, maybe a month and a half.
If he didn't learn from the Gilbert Arenas thing, why would you bring guns? But here's the cold part. Y'all are on traveling. Y'all traveling. So Steven Adams just held a big meeting, and y'all been traveling, and your road record is bad because that's all y'all do is go out and party. But how did you get that gun into the club, Ja?
That's what the NBA about to find out because they investigating it. And look, first of all, let's rewind it. Let's rewind it back. One of his first instances wasn't he playing ball against some kid in his backyard or something like that?
Yeah,
And-
17-year-old, yeah.
And the kid said something crazy, and then he beat him up, and then he went in the house, got a gun, pointed the gun at him or something.
I didn't know the full detail. I just know it says an alleged assault. Allegedly, he beat up this kid. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So that's one. Then I heard something with like the Pacers where after the game, him and his entourage, it was like some red beams from the gun. They were pointing the beams at the Pacers bus, like the team bus or something like that.
Like, what are you doing? T. Morant, get your son, man.
I don't
Like,
think anybody saw a gun, but it was like the beam from a gun or something.
It could have been a laser pointer. He allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly a beam. But T. Morant, get your son, dog. But T. Morant be at the games trying to party like he playing in the NBA.
T. Morant act like his son friend, not his son daddy. Then I heard something about in the mall or something. Didn't he beat up somebody in the mall?
I didn't hear about that one. Only one I heard about is the Pacers thing. Oh, and then it was was it his mom or auntie? I'm not sure what happened, but he showed up with like 9 of his entourage members to go deal with the situation. It's like they've been making fun of him all week about the 8 Mile thing. like you a gangster, but his real name's Clarence. Like, bro, chill. You in the league.
And then now this latest one he was in a strip club partying, allegedly drunk, maybe, I don't know. But he got on his own IG Live. Nobody did this. Nobody filmed him. He filmed himself on IG Live and pulled out a burner and flashed it in the camera. Now, come on, bruh. Like, you just got this big Nike shoe deal. You like the face of the league damn near. You set to get like this big $200 million contract, like all-star team, just playoffs. Like, Ja Morant is one of the faces of the league now. Come on, bro.
I don't understand.
What's up
man.
with these new niggas, man?
These new niggas is tripping, bro. Look, like I said, man.
I personally think it's the music. I think it's the music. Like, he looks up to these rappers. He glorifies these rappers, and he want to be like them. He want to show the world that he down. Because, you know, like, if you look at his attire and the grill, he rocked the grill, he rocked the dreads, he got the chain and all that. You know, he want to be.
Now, to play devil's advocate, we got to stall Gen Z out. Because in our generation, we had AI. And AI didn't go as far as having guns, but he did some wild stuff, too.
AI used to party. He did some wild stuff. He didn't want to practice or whatever. But you never heard of AI flashing a gun in the camera.
No, because social media, and I love AI. I'm not even putting that on him. But now these dudes are not aware of what they're doing on social media.
It was 2 scandals that I heard about AI when he was in the league. One was he got into like a fight with his baby mama and he kicked her out naked out the house. I heard about that.
I remember
Allegedly.
that one. Allegedly, yes.
And then I heard about one where one of his friends or his entourage was running like a gun running ring. Or
yeah,
something.
I remember those things. But it wasn't connected to him directly.
Exactly.
Except that, but
John Morant on camera filming himself.
yeah.
in Denver, not even like in Memphis, in Denver, like
Well,
he's in Denver for company business, like for a business trip. He has a game.
What I would say about that is, like, we know, like, he's influenced by hip hop for sure because a lot of ball players want to be rappers and rappers want to be ball players. It just always happens. But
True.
at the same time,
Fact.
why are you trying to game bang? Jai, you're making $200 million. Go play basketball. This is what you do. You know, I knew something was different when they kept hitting that gritty after they would do games. That little new nigga dance, I can't stand that dance.
Nah, but look at this though, Jay. Look at this, man. Steven Adams called a team meeting the night that this happened. A team meeting about, you know, how they've been having a bad road record, and it's because certain individuals is going out partying when they should be leading the team and leading by example. So they had a team meeting. Steven Adams was talking to everybody, but he kind of really was talking to Ja.
Of course, Ja the leader of the team. Well, he's the star player of the team.
And then that same night, he goes to the strip club and does the video. Now, granted, Colorado is an open carry state, but if that is the case, how did you get the gun there? Because then that means you had to have got the gun through team facilities, being like the team bus, the team plane, and ever since Gilbert Arenas, like with that thing
With
happened.
Javarius Crittenton. Look
Let
how
me
he
explain
ended
that
up.
real quick. Gilbert Arenas and Javaris Crittenton was gambling on the plane. They got into a scuffle about money or something. And then one guy threatened to shoot the other or whatever. And then Gilbert Arenas brought his guns to the locker room and end the story. You know, we're here now. So the NBA made this rule where you can't bring guns to the arena, the practice facility, the bus, the plane, like nowhere to work. You bring a gun. So if he's on a road trip in Denver, how did he get his gun in Denver to, you know what I mean?
It's really stupid for you to do that. You know, this brings me to say this because I'm still going to be on that topic, but when you have a purpose, you can do shit to fuck up your purpose. Like, you made it out. You're balling. You're playing basketball at a high level.
It's called getting lost in the sauce.
Now, yes, facts. Facts, agreed. Now you lost in the sauce and you're trying to portray something that you're, like, listening to, like you said, with the music, and it's throwing you out of your element. Now you have to sit down. And they say you're suspended indefinitely. So there ain't no chance. We don't know when you're coming back.
I'm hearing rumblings about it could be up to a 50-game suspension.
If they can suspend you 50 games for fighting, just like Malice in the Palace or that whole New York Knicks and Denver Nuggets fight with Melo and all of them got suspended all them games, what you think they're going to do with you flashing? Because think about it. You niggas have to really understand. And let me stop saying that. You brothers have to understand that these kids are looking up to you. You're their role models. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with all these endorsements he got now. He's the face, one of the faces
And you
of the
could
league.
lose your endorsements. They're quick to snatch that stuff away from you just by messing up like you're doing.
Now look at this, Jay. The Memphis Grizzlies went to the Western Conference Finals last year. They could have easily been in the chip. They got knocked off by Golden State, who won the whole thing.
Right, facts.
So they were projected to be that team this year to possibly go all the way. They didn't lose nobody. They gained. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the same team and some. So if this dude is suspended 50 games, that's a wrap for them.
And think about it. Things that you do is reality checks. For example,
It's not easy to get to the finals.
it's not. It's hard.
And
It's a
for
hard
you to
thing.
squander your only, like one of your only seasons that where you possibly could do it, that's wild. Also, on something that stupid,
I think that it was done for him when he got on that interview. Now, it's one thing to be confident, but you got to back it up. It started going downhill for him, I feel, my opinion, when he said, I'm going to the West, I'm good in the West. Now you have all of these teams that's in the West that's coming for you now. You know what I'm saying?
so
And
true. That's facts.
I don't know if you heard about the Lil Bootsy and Skip Bayless was going back and forth about the Crip thing.
Yeah. Skip Bayless got on his show, Undisputed, and he was saying that he was asking, is Ja Morant a Crip because he says he sees him throw up Crip, or is he aspiring to be a Crip, or like does he dream of being a Crip? Like it was funny. It was a pretty funny diatribe, but Boosie commented on that.
I mean, we don't agree with a lot of things that Skip say, but what are you doing, Ja?
Look, man, his daddy is with him 24/7. So this time, it's time for T Morant to step up and make sure that his boy learn from this, because he fumbling the bag. This is fumble the bag 101. Him and Miles Bridges, man, they got to get out the way, because Miles Bridges was set to get a $175 million contract. He fumbled the bag with some domestic violence, and now Ja Morant about to get this 200 million. I think his Nike contract is worth 200 million already, and then he about to get this $200 million contract. He could almost be halfway to $1 billion within the next year or two.
Yeah, but
He got 4 instances back to back where he just like trying to just get the money away. He trying to fumble the bag, and it's
but
like
it goes to that saying: give a fool some money and watch what he do with it.
he's 23 years old. He's
Yeah.
23. His frontal lobe is not developed yet, but he got his mama and his daddy there. This is the time where they need to pull him to the side and be on his head and tell him, you know what I'm saying, you don't got to project this image. We got enough money to have as much security as you need.
So
if
let me
anything
say-
happens to you, you don't have to react.
So
You
let
have
me-
people to do that for you.
Well, let me put this in perspective real quick since we on this. I seen this post come up. Kyrie Irving retweeted something and got canceled. Ja Morant got his Nike deal. Been doing all this crazy stuff, but still got his deal intact. So now it's letting you know, what do they want the image to be?
Right.
You
Message.
cancel somebody who's pushing a message, and we not bashing no other coaches, but we just sharing, it's just opinion.
They tried to twist the narrative. He just wanted his people to find knowledge of self and to know the real true history of us. That's what he meant. Everybody that knows Kyrie, including the powers that be, they know as much as he donate to people, as much as he preach peace, he's a very peaceful, humble, giving, loving person. They know he's not anti-Semitic, but they twist the narrative and, they got him out the way.
But
Okay,
you see,
so
it's their narrative that they can push. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like,
but this is good for us to see, because it's all in plain sight, and now it's in an age where there's so much technology, so much media that we can point it out now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Places
sure.
like the On the Mission podcast, we point it out for you to see. It's so perfect, because now once you learn those tricks that they play, they can't fool you once, but they can't fool you no more. You know
no,
what I'm
not
saying?
at all. Not at all. And that's why, we're continuing to do this, because we got a lot of knowledge to share. You know what I'm saying?
Should never gave you niggas internet.
Should have never gave you these in there. But you can go research it, I just think the world is just everything, the inflation, just everything is crazy right now. I just saw a story of some people that went down to Mexico and got killed.
Ooh.
So, you know,
That's sad, man. Rest in peace to those 2 people, man. It was 4 people that went down there, and supposedly, it was for like a tummy tuck operation because things are cheaper down there. Went down. They was coming from South Carolina. They went down to Mexico through Texas, and then I guess they ran into the Sicarios, and they shot up their car, and then they pulled them out the car, loaded them onto their pickup truck, and took them away. They kidnapped them. And then they found 2 of them alive and the other 2 died. And they all
Rest in
black.
peace.
It was black people.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, man, y'all be careful going down there, man. Like, know where you at. That's just like the simple street tactics. Like, you know what hood you going into. Be careful, man.
That's real. I know a lot of people that go to Mexico for for medicine, for dental work. A lot of people that go down there to Tijuana to get their shit off real quick.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
and party, but I didn't know that they was doing cheap. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't know they was doing cheap operations down there too. I always thought of like Dominican Republic or something when you doing like.
No, it's
When you're doing
Mexico. I mean,
operations.
you can go down there like for dental, all of that,
Yeah.
like you were saying. But yeah, it's just sad, man. Just seeing that, you know.
Now, when I saw that it was 4 black people, I was like, America ain't gonna do nothing about that. If it was a white family, they would definitely probably send some like soldiers down there, or you know what I mean? And
Yeah, I understand, but it's just like I said, we got to be careful. Okay?
because Mexico's our number 1 trading partner, and like we've had a good relationship with them diplomatically in recent times. So they've even extradited people when there's no extradition laws. They've still extradited people for us, and relationships with Mexico has been good. So let's see how they handle this, because
Who knows how it's gonna get handled? We can only, wait and see.
because they black, I don't think we're gonna do nothing.
It's sad to even say it like that.
That's the real though.
You know what I'm saying? I hate that, but
American should be an American, but unfortunately, the reality is white life holds more value than black life in the minds of the powers that be.
yeah, it's sad, man. Just like today, I was experiencing talking to some kids, and we had them do this exercise where they were writing down on cards, and most of the kids were saying they was from 60s, and I'm like, bro, I just was out of school, and they were really in that area, and they didn't even write that. So it's like y'all listen to this music trying to get inspired, thinking that, oh, this is the way to go. Like people, like we said it last time, people will sit up and laugh if it's something positive. They'll laugh at it. But if it's something ignorant, everybody's glued to it.
I seen where females be like, he got like he too organized, or he, you know what I mean, like he too uppity, or he talk too white, or he, you know what I mean, like.
So ignorant, man.
Yeah, like if you smart or you got your shit together, you got a lot of stuff going, they don't like that. They want you to be a little hood. You know what I mean? They want you to sell weed. You know what I mean? Like you got
Look how you breaking that down. It's like I used to tell people all the time. It's like you're really respecting these dudes, but they can't even look real men in their eyes when they talk. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be powering behind me going into these places, being smart and being able to speak the language. Who made it okay to say that we got to be ignorant? I refuse to let anybody, like, as you move forward and you navigate through life, you realize, yeah, I can't save everybody, but the people that's going to be around me are going to be like-minded people. I'm not about to have no weird people around me like, oh, even we all grew up, oh yeah, the homie from the hood. No, if he not trying to change his life, you don't need to be around me. That's 100%. I don't need you in my circle.
Girl, I called him and I asked him what he doing. This nigga told me he reading a book. What? Like that's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's
corny.
like
I don't want to talk to him. He corny. He reading a book. Now see, they say Michael B. Jordan is corny. Look at Michael B. Jordan. He is a young, in shape, fit, rich actor, and they say he corny.
Right.
Now, if he switch up on him and get a white girl, now he wrong. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Joe Budden kind of went in hard on him. I didn't
Joe
fully
Budden a sucker.
agree with that.
I looking at Joe Budden is a sucker. He corny. How dare you call Michael B. Jordan corny? You corny, nigga. You always been corny. I ain't never listened to no mood music or no. Joe Budden always been trash. He whack, man. Like, and his podcast is garbage now. Ever since Rory and Maul left, like he got like Melissa Ford and Queen's Flip. They came and helped him out, and it's a little better now. But he been corny. I don't want to hear nothing about him criticizing nobody ever.
No, it's strong opinion about that. And
Only
I feel
thing I give that nigga is he always keep a bad one. I don't know, maybe girls find him handsome or something. He always keep a bad one. But other than that, he the corniest nigga in the industry.
But wait, think about it. Like you said, let's talk about that statement. He always keep a bad one. Corny niggas have bad ones. What does that mean? Does that mean you get a cookie because you got a bad one? How? Look,
I couldn't believe this nigga called Michael B. Jordan corny. Nigga, you corny.
well, let me say this. Just because a girl is bad, she could be a fucking airhead box.
Well, yeah.
I'm sick. Look, as we get older, look, just having somebody that looks good, what can she, like we always say,
What do she bring to the table?
what does she bring to the table? If you're not helping me be a better man and helping me grow and helping me out with things that you see, then what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Message.
Like, bro, like I'm really on this mission, really to change just the narrative how these kids are. Like, a kid told me, and this is how you know impact is going around. They was at the school dissing each other, right? So the one kid made a diss, and he said, "Nah, bro, you know what? I took it down." I said, "Well, why did you take it down?" He said, "Because I've been working with y'all, and y'all showed me I shouldn't be behaving like that." He said, "Me and this dude could really talk it out." These are niggas that's in 7th grade, 8th grade.
That's amazing for a
You know what
7th
I'm
grader
saying?
to come to that conclusion. 7th grade, what you like, 12?
Yeah, 12, 13.
Yeah.
But see, at the same time, they need black men presence. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we walk in or I'm somewhere, they like, I mean, you know, you a strong black man. People are, it's starting to be rare. Back in the day, you had a lot of them. But a lot of these cats that these dudes are looking up to, like the thing I sent you earlier about how somebody could blow $20,000 in a strip club.
Oh.
But the homie is a chef and needs, you know, homie's a chef and he needs to start his business,
Yeah,
but you
like
won't even.
10,000 for a startup.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
That's just not good people. Like he said on the video, it's not good people, man. Like people rather like go blow their stuff in the club or go blow it in the Neiman Marcus. You know what I mean? Just dumb shit.
y'all all like
Rather than uplift their community or uplift their fellow man.
everybody's so quick to be consumers. Y'all go out and buy this Balenciaga and all this because at the time everybody was rushing to get these Kanye shoes and like y'all don't have your own mind. Like I could show up with a whole Puma fit or whatever I want to wear and somebody can say, "Oh, yeah, I'm my own man, nigga. I don't need to wear. I'm wearing what makes me happy." Because you will go crazy trying to keep up with what everybody else thinks of you.
Man, that's what keep a lot of our community broke, is trying to keep up with the Joneses, man, instead of investing into their dream or whatever, something that, an asset, something that's going to make them money in the future, whether it's like school or if like they want to go to beauty school so they could open a beauty salon, or, you know, if they want to be a podcaster, instead of investing in getting in some equipment or something, they always trying to keep up with the Joneses. They got to have the latest car. They got to have the Gucci and the Louis and the latest purse. They need a Goyard. They need a, you know what I mean? And that's what's keeping us down as a community.
Oh, it
I'm
does,
not
for
saying
sure.
don't be fly, but you got to have your priorities straight, though.
You could be fly in your own way.
Right.
I could walk in a room, I have my jam t-shirt, and somebody's like, "Damn, that's dope." You could be flying your own way.
It ain't what you got on. It's what it's you. It's,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't on you, it's in you.
Steve Harvey said, get you 5 suits. That'll make you 75 suits. But what it was like, man, there's no excuse. You can always find a way to make things, get you 5 suits, get you a couple different shirts. You can mismatch and, you know.
This is why I love On the Mission podcast, though. It doubles back into the opening thing that we was talking about. These niggas want to be the rappers that they hear. They trying to aspire to be the rappers that they hear and are influenced by. And in order to do that, they have to wear what he's wearing. You know what I'm saying? They got to get the shades, the $500 shades. They got to get the bag. You know what I mean? They got to get the little man purse that everybody toting around. They got to, all this stuff is keeping up with the Joneses, and that's what's keeping us back, man. That's what's keeping us behind. And that's why we need fathers in these households to just how we preaching to y'all. That's how these fathers need to be preaching to their sons, man. Like, it's cool to be.
But a lot of these fathers be trying to follow the trends too. You got to learn how to be your own man. What is your mission? What is your purpose?
Because a lot of these fathers didn't have fathers.
Exactly, and that's what we have to change as a community. I mean, there's things that were in place that caused us not to be able to do that, but we have to make the change, and I feel we can. We are not ignorant people. We some of the most powerful people in this world. We are the powerful people in this world. World. You know what I'm saying?
You just reminded me of a dude. I'm going to try to get him on the podcast. Grove Hero. If y'all don't know, go find out about Grove Hero. It's a comedian out of Memphis. He used to be down with PRE, with Young Dolph's team. Grove Hero, everything he do, like when he get money, he buying his hood back. He got like multiple homes in his
neighborhood.
His old neighborhood that he grew up in. Like, I want to say he got about like 8 homes right now and still going. And he goes on tour with a food truck. He has nothing but assets. He has a food truck. He has a barbershop truck. He got a detailing truck where he clean cars. He takes all these assets and they go on tour and he brings all his friends. He's employing black men. He's employing all his friends. They all go on tour all over the country. He's going to be out here in Los Angeles probably in a month or two. But and like,
we definitely got to get him on.
They get a big bag in like a 2-month tour, and then he come back home to Memphis with his bag, and then he starts buying his hood up, buying up homes and fixing them up, and you know what I mean. And then he put people in the homes rent free for a year, so that they can get on their feet. Then after a year, they start, you know what I mean, like paying rent. But
well, I just hope
it's a very inspiring story, man. Grove Hero.
Yeah, I just hope.
We need more Jay Ali's. We need more Grove Heroes. We need more Tariq Nasheeds. We need more people like that that's doing stuff for us so that we can, you know what I mean? Like,
no, agreed.
Break
man.
this
Shout
cycle.
out to, definitely want to get Grove. He said his name is Grove Hero.
Yep.
Definitely want to get him, pick his brain, man. I love that. Like, you know, it's just.
These are things that we need to do, man, to break the cycle.
The breaking the cycle, see. Back in the Fruit of Islam days, or the old days, like they had structure. Everybody held each other accountable. You walk into a room, the first thing young black children do is want to clown you. Today, somebody said, "Oh, you look like a broke Draymond Green."
Wow.
Everybody was laughing, right? But I didn't laugh. I stood there and I said, Draymond Green is a successful black man that's raising his family. You don't know who I am. But I'm coming here because I want to help you guys. Then they start finding out what I do and everything, and then the conversation changed.
Hey, Jay, I can see you like being all serious and looking at him and saying that.
No, because I'm not here to play with you.
Yeah.
I'm not here to play with you. I'm really trying to help inspire you. I'm doing this because I do things that I love to do because it's not work to me. The music, everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how hard I had it. But they don't get it. But after we keep talking,
they get it. They don't get it, but trust me, even when they seem like they acting up and they not paying attention, they go home with
we know
a lot
they,
of the stuff that you say,
and we know they are because when they come back, like you said, and they self-conscious. But when they come back in, I'm staying on them. I ain't gonna change. I'm like, I ain't the one to joke with, bro. But I need you to do this.
Just you being there is very effective because they need to see what a real black man looks like. You know what I mean? Like they studying your mannerisms, everything. They looking at you. They studying everything. It may seem like they not paying attention or they like playing
No,
around.
they
or
pay
whatever,
attention.
but
They do. They catch on.
yeah.
But I'm cool after that. But
Just
at the
your
same time,
presence alone.
I'm gonna give you respect, but you gotta give it back. You know what I'm saying? You have to. And a lot of these cats don't have respect nowadays.
See, you better than me because I'm I'm still foolish, man. I probably would have tried to cap back on her.
No, because if I do that, you have to know, just like my father and
I'm
parents.
still immature, man. I would have capped back.
No, because I don't do that, because if you cap back, now you have a lane.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you nothing,
Yeah.
because we going to keep that barrier of respect.
That respect barrier.
Yeah. I don't cap with that with niggas I don't even know no more. Nah. Like, cats be trying to joke and come up to us all the time and joke. I'll be like, yeah, man, I don't know what this is, but nah, bro. I remember some dude just walked up to me. We in Vegas, and he randomly just came up to me and said, yeah, you got a peanut head, huh? I was like,
Nah.
oh, that's funny?
Yeah.
He's like, well, y'all be clowning. I never clowned you, though. Like, that's entertainment, bro, but okay. Do your thing.
Nah. That's dangerous behavior.
One time, true story,
Stranger? That's
True story.
dangerous.
Hollywood, California. I was on the night, and my boy Sean Carson know this story. I was, we were eating. I think we went to that spot called Kitchen 24. We were trying to go, but I think it was closed or something. We just left a live performance, or we did a show or something. We may have did the W, whatever. But I'm standing on the corner. You know how you kind of talking with your homies, you just on the block, just standing there. But you're outside the building. There's a lot of things going on. So we trying to figure out, are we going to leave Hollywood or are we going somewhere? As we standing there, this dude walks up to me and says, can I just say something? This drunk white dude. True story. He said, can I just say something? He said, you black as fuck.
Oh, man.
Immediately I turned and I was about to approach him. My homeboy just took me across the street. He's backing me across the street and he goes, Jay, it's not worth it, bro. He's drunk.
That might have been an agent.
I don't know. I ain't gonna go that deep.
That might have been an agent. Because if something like that happened to me, I would have probably looked, make sure ain't no cameras. Like, this,
Nah,
is this candid camera or one of them TV shows or something?
Nah, it was just some drunk dude, and he was trying to look for something to happen. But like you said, somebody was looking for me to react that day, but I didn't react. I wanted to for sure. I was about to get it cracking, popping off, whatever you want to call it. But then I said, nah, let me chill. Ended up just leaving, and they said, man, it's really not worth it, bro. You don't know what it is. It just something was holding me back from doing it.
I'm glad he did. Because
it's wild. People are wild, man. You just have to always be aware. Keep your head on the swivel is what I always say. You know what I'm saying?
that's a wild story.
It is. But we're going to take a quick music break. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Welcome back. Welcome back. We back.
We back. What upper?
True story, man. That was crazy. But let's talk about your boy Chris Rock. He just had a special, Netflix special that came out, and he took some shots at obviously Will Smith. He had some stuff where he was talking about he didn't want to make another rapper mad and stuff and all of this, but he went at the king. He went at Mike, and a lot of people, Mike's family mad, and they just like, leave Mike alone, man.
Well, let me say this. I'm a huge fan of Chris Rock, huge fan of his stand-up. I've been busy lately, man, and I've been ripping and running and working out, and I've been tired, man, and I tried to watch it like 3 different times, and I keep falling asleep on it. Now, granted, in the beginning, it picked up fast. It was going. It was funny. But I probably seen maybe 40% of the special. I haven't even made it to the Will Smith part yet. I think the farthest I got is when he was talking about the Kardashians, where he was saying that they the most accepted people. Or
I'm thinking I'm around that.
So I haven't. Now I have seen snippets of it on like IG and Twitter of him like getting on Will Smith, and so I really wanted to watch the whole thing all the way through and get to that part myself and see it. But I've seen the parts where he snapped at him, but I haven't seen the whole thing yet.
Well,
it's been funny. What I've seen has been funny.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. I mean, he took a shot at the world. Meghan, what is it, Markle?
Okay.
The
I think I seen that part
Yeah.
too, where he was saying that like she was acting like, oh, I didn't know that they're gonna be racist, and he's like,
Yeah.
it's the royal family. How do you not expect them to be racist?
Yeah, exactly.
They invented racism. Like,
So it's some funny parts, but do you think I brought that in? Wanted to start this. Do you think him and Will Smith will ever
nah,
make
never.
that happen?
I think Will Smith has reached out to him, sincerely tried to apologize, and he was like, fuck that. I ain't never letting that go. And I could tell that that they would never be cool again by the way his brother reacted. Tony Rock, I seen like a couple interviews of Tony Rock before this special came out, and Tony Rock was pissed about the whole situation, and he damn near like when he see Will, it's on sight. You know what I'm saying? So by the tone of Tony Rock, I was like, oh yeah, oh boy ain't gonna accept that apology, and he ain't fucking with Will no more.
So here's the thing.
I wasn't shocked when he hit him with these jokes.
But get your joke. Just like that dude was about to get beat down at the I'm gonna have to see you.
Well, look, I feel like he felt like this. You didn't already slap me in front of the world, you know what I'm saying? So but I didn't deserve that. What my joke at the awards or whatever, that wasn't slap worthy. So I feel like he feel like I'm gonna give you a reason to want to slap me now. So like he was going hard on Jada now, and Will. He was calling Will a bitch.
Yeah, but that's cool. But you don't never let nobody just come up and hit you.
Nah, hey, he was wrong in that.
Nah, you supposed to get down. Like
You gotta get down.
But how you
I don't
not see
care
that coming?
how many white people there, or if who was directing the Oscars that year, the black dude.
I forgot.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? It was Lee.
Not Lee Daniels. No,
Was it Lee Daniels?
I don't remember. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I don't care about the circumstances. If somebody hit you, it's go time, no matter what. But when
Now let that white boy have hit me. That's it. You black as well. Oh, it'll be a different story.
it's go time. But you got to understand his background. Like Chris Rock is very little man. He always been picked on his whole life. He's a nerd. He'll be the first to tell you he's not a tough guy, that he's a nerd. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Will Smith, he would not have done that to nobody else. He would not have done that to The Rock or to anybody else if they was up there telling those jokes. He did that to Chris because he knew he can get that off. So that was some bitch shit. But still,
It's crazy.
Chris fumbled the ball. You know what I mean? You're supposed to react even if you get your ass beat. You can't take disrespect of that magnitude.
Not at all. Absolutely not.
But with that being said, I felt like with this special, he was like, I'm gonna give you a reason to slap me now. You know what I'm saying?
But it's already done. He ain't gonna do that now.
Oh, after this, it should be on site.
On site for who? Will?
For both of them, yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. This is what we call the PC era. PC, the what is it?
He went hard. He went hard on both of them.
Yeah, but they're not. I don't see it happen. He already did it in front of the whole world and got banned from the Oscars. What else could he do now?
He can catch him slipping at like one of those cafes or one of those.
But see, we don't
something
even.
that the
It
stars
shouldn't have
go to.
never. But it shouldn't have even never happened in the first place.
That part. That
Like,
part.
come on, man, we got to change that mentality. It just our mission.
Nah, Will
Our
was on some
purpose.
sucker shit though. Let's talk about that because see, the On a Mission podcast wasn't up and running when that happened. We got to touch on that. Will did that because not because of what Chris said, because if you look at it, when Chris said the joke, he laughed at first. Only when Jada looked at him and she maybe gave him the nod, like do something, like you gonna let him talk to me like that, or she might have looked hurt. Because I mean, if she has alopecia, he might know that like she's sensitive about her illness. Or
I don't
whatever.
even. To be honest, I think it was because Will was losing his manhood in that household.
Exactly.
Wasn't getting
That's what I was going to
respected.
get to. I was going to get to that. It was like he had been through so much before that award show where, you know, she slept with her son's friend, August Alsina. She put it out. He put it out like into the. Then she turned around and then she. Not only did I cheat on you, but now on the Red Table Talk, I'm going to interview you and have you up there. It's like I'm going to embarrass you.
Yeah,
Because-
that was whack.
Yeah, that's whack. Like, she been dissing him their whole relationship. Like, I saw where he tried to do something for her birthday or whatever. He invited all these friends. It was like this big deal. Like, he spent all this money, you know what I'm saying, like, to make this happen. And she didn't even care. Like, she was mad or something. She
Yeah, that's
said-
whack. That's whack.
tried to like twist it and say, "Oh, this is not about me. This is all about you. You did this for you." And like she been dissing him forever, man. She
I would
never
have had
really.
to get out.
The thing is, he's not her first choice. She settled for him,
It was Tupac Shakur.
right?
I
So-
just hope that he can keep an equal mind because Will is talented, man. He's always been a talented guy. But I hate to see somebody in something that's just tearing them down.
I love Will Smith. First of all, let me come back to that. I love Will Smith. All his accomplishments, man, bravo. Like, he's done a lot in his career. He's
They say
inspired
he's one
me.
of the nicest people on set.
Man, he be giving good game, too. Like, he's always preaching about the law of attraction and meditation and just, you know, staying sucker-free and staying on your mission. You know what I mean? Staying on your purpose. Like, he always preaches about that stuff. And look at all that he's accomplished. He's became like a major rap star to a major TV series to a major movie actor to now he won the Oscar. And, you know, like, he's done so much.
But he's still, after accomplishing all of that,
He's still human.
he's still human and he wants to be accepted by the woman that he truly loves.
Everybody makes mistakes. He's not superhuman. He made a mistake. First of all, he made a mistake by marrying her. Then he made a mistake by trying to keep her and try to satisfy her. He's trying to satisfy somebody that can't be satisfied.
Well, who knows? They may have worked it out. We haven't heard anything.
When you look at the dynamics of their relationship, it seems like Jada tolerates him. It seems like it doesn't matter what he does. It's so many women in America that want to be with Will Smith. Look how successful he is. You know, people think he's handsome. He's in shape. Like, you know what I mean? Like, from the outside looking in, he could be like the perfect black man. And it's still not enough for her. So
It's like that meme where the dude got the son and Earth. And he said, yeah, but you didn't get me Saturn or something. It was
Yeah, you
crazy.
give me the
yeah.
moon. Or
Yeah. But no, I just hope, he'd be all right mentally, because mental health is big, and that's what we talk about on this podcast, too.
Well, I feel like he deserved this. He got to take these jokes for a minute. He got to take the backlash or the
But
or whatever
these jokes,
comes with these jokes.
I mean, I don't think the jokes is really affecting him like that. I really don't think it is.
I don't know. It seemed like he's very sensitive. If that make you get up and slap somebody on live television, a G.I. Jane joke.
Yeah.
If a G.I. Jane joke make you get up and go slap somebody,
But like you said, he picked who he could whoop.
yeah, that was bitch shit.
He knew who he could whoop.
As much as I like Will, man, that was some sucker shit.
He knew who he could whoop. And that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm saying overall on this podcast, why we got to do that in the media?
That's the problem. And that's why he said he didn't hit him back. He didn't want to do that and be that example of black people fighting on the Oscars in front of the world. You know what I mean? That's
But why are
what he
they
said.
bigging up these goddamn Oscars?
It's not about the Oscars. It's just about being televised on the world stage and then two black people fighting. Like at this very moment that you're supposed to be celebrated. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sorry. I don't care what program, what network we in. Somebody walk up and hit me, I'm whooping your motherfucking ass.
Will, that's why Will was so wrong for that, though. You shouldn't even put him in that position to where he got to make the decision whether to fight or not. You know what I mean?
No, that's real. I agree with
Catch
that.
him at the after party. You know what I mean? Like, keep my wife's name out your mouth at the after party.
Yeah. Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. That's how you gotta say that. But yeah, man, like I said, like it's a lot of things going on, and it tried to just Chris Rock is getting his money, getting his thing, his special. Like, just I don't know, man. It's just he had to talk about it. He did it the right way.
The world been waiting to hear
Yeah.
what he's gonna say about it.
He didn't press charges on it. He took it like that.
He did spare you. He didn't press charges against the Oscars. He didn't press charges against Will. He didn't do nothing. He didn't take no action.
He sat on it. He waited, and then he was able to,
And
capitalize.
he gave you these jokes. So I rock with it. And like I said, I fell asleep because I've been ripping and running. I've been doing a lot, but I'm gonna finish it in its entirety. What I've seen so far was funny.
Chris Rock's stand-up was always cool to me.
Always.
Yeah, he wasn't like always the ha 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 have you hysterically laughing, but then
Well,
as
his
you
first two specials is iconic.
yeah, but then when you
legendary.
go back and watch like what he's doing, and you like, okay, I see the message. You know what I'm saying? So he always had his message in there. So I
He's
respect
definitely
it.
one of the GOATs of comedy.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it all the way. You know what? I was thinking of just like as we navigate through life, man, like situations like this happen. And like you say, we all human, and how do we react to certain things? Who knows? Will was probably like, you know what? This will probably show her that I ain't no whole ass nigga. Let me get up here and do something about it. So you
Gave
never
him the
know.
nod. She gave him the look.
Dang,
she sent her hitman off.
yeah, man. It's just crazy how things happen.
I blame Jada. 100.
You blame Jada? Why?
Because, man, like, she been tormenting that man forever, and then
Well, you kind of touched on it, but
she gave him the nod. When she gave him the nod, he had to do something. Now, granted, he didn't have to go up there and slap dude. That was like overreacting, but in that moment, he was put on the spot. He had to do something.
well, Chris Rock thought it was a joke.
Yeah, he did. He's like, uh-oh, here come Richard.
Here come Richard. He's like, ah. And then when he did, he's like, oh, okay. Because a lot of people thought it was fake.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Like how people thought it was scripted, but it quickly became like, oh, like when he was like, keep my wife's name. That's
Oh,
what people was
dude.
like, oh, he
Oh, he's serious,
Mhm.
serious. I don't know, man. Look, our mission is to do better. We got to do better.
look, everything happened for a reason, man.
Bullshit got to get out the way.
Bullshit got to get out the way, but everything happened for a reason. That happened for us to learn from that, for us to see that and learn from that.
Well, what are we really learning from? Because then every time we look up, it's another rapper or somebody's show getting shot up, and I'm so tired of that narrative, man. I really am. Like,
Well, mature people that have knowledge and wisdom, we learn from other people's mistakes. But, you know, people that are still on their journey, we all still on our journey, but, you know what I mean? Like, other people that's still trying to figure it out, like, they learn from trial and error.
well, true.
So,
Trial and error and just life in general, I understand. But now you got, it's just from the Ja Morant to just all these different things that's happening
that's
right
where we
now.
come in. That's where we come in, man. We got to be the fathers that these niggas never had.
That's real.
You
I
know what
agree.
mean?
I agree. You need your mom. You need your pops. You need it. It's
You
so
need the
much.
community, too.
needed. Yes, and we got to build our community back. They buying up stuff around us so cold. It's crazy. I don't even think Inglewood. We own nothing in that no more. Barely. I mean, it's probably business. I'm just saying as a whole. Like,
Look, man, with SpaceX, SoFi, and now they're making the Clipper facility. They remade Hollywood Park with all these big projects going on in Inglewood. Man, I feel sorry for people that pay rent in Inglewood because
yeah, the
Inglewood
inflation
is
definitely went up.
skyrocketing.
But I remember this was happening like 2012, stuff like that going on, where they were coming in ready to do that.
Yeah, man, rent is crazy.
Inflation, eggs, a case of water is $7, $6.99. Or eggs is $7 to $8 now. Like, inflation is real. It's
Inflation
crazy.
is real, but you know what? We just gotta hustle more, man. We got.
Oh,
get
I'm
more
not.
money.
Look, I was talking to my girl about this the other day. The gas prices. I gotta get it. I just pay for it. I don't even look at it no more.
We gotta get it, bro.
My boy is in Texas. He was saying, yeah, gas went up to $3.50. I said, nigga, $3.50? I can't wait to pay that.
That's love out,
That's
out
love.
here.
That's super love. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, we was at $7 a gallon at one point.
Shoot, certain spots would be damn near $9.
It's ridiculous.
So it's crazy how the inflation is, but it's supposed to change. But I feel like when the pandemic came, everybody had to stay in the house. But as soon as the pandemic was over, gas went up. Like, oh yeah, you niggas gonna pay.
Oh, they got to get their money back. Everybody was in the house for like a year and a half. So the oil companies was missing mad money. No cars on the road. People not going to work every day.
It was just crazy that time.
So
that time.
look, the economy works together. Like when everything repaired and society got back to normal, all those companies that lost money, they had to figure out ways to get it back. So they claiming, low supply chain and
Yeah, all of
these-
that. All of that.
man,
Yeah, for
nah,
sure.
It's bullshit. They getting all that money back that they lost from the pandemic, and it's not going to the workers. It's going to the CEOs. CEO pay is like ridiculous, out of this world nowadays. But with the economy, like, you know what I mean? Like how chocolate and flowers and stuff, sales go up around February because of Valentine's Day and, you know, turkeys and dressing and macaroni and cheese and all these different foods go up around November. And like, trust, they got to figure out a way to get all that money that they lost from the pandemic. And so same thing
they've
goes
been
with
doing
oil
it.
companies. Look at
They've
your
been
gas bill now, your light bill. Like, it's all kind of little games and schemes that they playing with us to get that back money that they lost. So we just got to weather the storm. Everything gonna get back to normal soon. It can't go on
It's
forever.
moving. It's been moving. But I noticed like movie theaters is dead now. That's a dying business. All this streaming and stuff going on, movie theaters is done.
They are dead. I've been to the movies recently.
Even the
seen that.
popcorn ain't even tasting right. It's done. It's a done deal, man. It's done. As they say, it's finished.
AMC still trying to hold on.
AMC, yeah, Regal is done. They out of there.
Regal got to get out the way.
Yeah, movie theaters in general got to get out the way. Everything is streamed now. Streaming. The world is crazy, man. But
The world is different now.
it is. It
It's
is.
changing. But look, man, we just got to weather the storm. It is what it is. times change, you just gotta adapt. You know what I mean? One thing that I do like about the pandemic, like, is that people figured out a way to make money.
Learn new skills, yeah.
Yeah, people like figured out new ways to earn money, and they're not accepting these low wages anymore. Like, a lot of people have quit their jobs and upgraded since the pandemic. So I like that. That's a good thing. So that's why people are able to stay afloat during this inflation, because they've been getting higher paid jobs.
Yeah, they've been on their grind.
Or they got their like little side hustle that they developed during the pandemic, and now that's kicking in right now.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there, people who follow their dreams. Just stay on your path, stay on your mission.
A lot of people have gotten into investment, even though it's like with an app, with like Robinhood and other apps and stuff like that. And a lot of people, like, they started following that message board on Reddit when they put all their money in the AMC, and they put all their money in the Dogecoin, and they put all their money in the I think it was what's
doing
that GameStop.
Yeah,
a lot of people got rich off that, man. Like, a lot of people have figured out different ways to weather the storm during the pandemic.
Well, now that y'all can figure out the ways to make money, let's figure out how to clean up this community.
Right.
Let's figure out ways to do that.
A lot of women got rich off OnlyFans.
You know, that's gonna be another podcast. We're gonna break down OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, OF millionaires. There's a lot of OF millionaires out here now.
We're gonna break that down next podcast. But look, this has been the podcast. I'm your host, Jay Ali. Y'all know what it is. Make sure you get that merch on jalimusic.com. And yeah, keep it coming, man. I love the feedback y'all been giving about the podcast too. So we're going to stay consistent. We're going to keep them coming. And, you know, tell your friends about it. Share it with it. And thank you to those people that actually be listening to the whole thing all the way through. Because y'all send me quotables, so I appreciate y'all. Tell them where they can find you, KG.
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to say, if you listen to the podcast, you like it and you enjoy it, please click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it, man. Tell a friend. Let's grow together. But you can find me on all social media platforms under Zoolay, Zoolay, Zoolay. Now, I'm primarily on Instagram, so if you want to hit me on Instagram, it's Zoolay, the number 2. They took my previous page because I'll be posting crazy stuff on my stories. But now, Zoolay, the number 2. Check out the website, ZoolayMusic.com. Check me out on all the streaming platforms. Go on Spotify, go on Apple Music. Check us out, Zoolay. And, man, just stay tuned, man. On a Mission podcast. We got a lot of good stuff coming up in the future.
Yeah, on a mission. On a mission. Yeah. Get with y'all later. Peace.
Yeah, that.
On a mission, yeah. You can hate, but I got tunnel vision, yeah. They be running like a mile a minute, yeah. But stay on track, cause I know the mission, yeah. On a mission, yeah. Whoa. Don't know what your position is, you not the one I'm messing with.